Hi and welcome. My name is Joshua from Tagg. In this video, I will introduce us to the R Studio, an IDE of R, and everything we need to know about this popular software. So let me remind us again how to download this software by visiting www.rstudio.com, and a typical platform looks exactly like this. So we don't have much theory for this part. We want to go into the practical section and see to ourselves how the software works. So when you have successfully downloaded the software and you open it, by default this is exactly what you are going to have. You are going to have something entirely different from the base R that we have been familiar with. So the first thing you have is this console pane, having the terminal alongside with it and the jobs, and then you have this other pane for environment, history, connection and tutorial, this pane for files, plots, packages, help and viewer. And so you have the menu option where we have file, edit, code, view, plots, section, build, debug, profile tools and help. So the first thing we would always learn is how to clear our console. When you open, there is this default statement that would always be on the console. So to clear your console, you press Ctrl and you press help. So it clears then the whole default statement we have on the console. So we have established that fact that it is also possible for us to write our code on the console, but when we close the section, we miss everything we have written. So it is a good custom. It is a good habit for us to bring in a pane for the editor where we can write our code and save it as a script. So for R Studio, to do that, you go to File, and then we have New File. We have New Project, Open File. That is, if you have an existing script that you want to open, you use Open File. Recent files are things you've done recently. You can open a project in a new session. We'll deal with that in subsequent videos. Recent project, etc., down to quit section. So what we are dealing with is we want to open a new script where we can write our code. So you do that by pressing Ctrl plus Shift plus N, or just clicking right there. So if you look underneath, we have our notebook, markdown. These are a lot of things that will still be introduced to in the subsequent video. So click on arrow script, and then you have the pane, no longer 3 but now 4. So we can write our code here, 2 plus 2, and then to run here you won't press Ctrl R as we have learned for the base R. To run here, we're going to press Ctrl plus Enter, as you have seen here, or you click this particular part of the software. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus Enter, and then the result is displayed as usual on the console. So I can choose to say 3 minus 5 again, and then I press Ctrl and I press Enter. So the result is also displayed on the console. So you can edit your code, you can take it back, you can undo, you can redo, you can do a whole lot of things to it. You can do a word count, you can find the files, you can replace, and at the same time we have this here to clear the console. So I can press that and the entire thing on the console is cleared. So you can go to code, you can do a whole lot of things to your code. You can show diagnostics, you can extract functions, you can extract variable, you can comment and uncomment, you can insert this. So we talk about some of these things: insert arrows, gene skeleton, probably when building packages. So a whole lot of things we can do. We can go to terminals, source with echo, and source file. So you can do, you can view. So let's do a briefing with this view. I just want us to know that R Studio is such a flexible software. So you can hide some toolbars and you can, rearrange your panes all over again. You can hide some panes and you can leave some. So when I go to pane, I'm going to do something, to tell us how flexible this software is. So I go to pane layout, and then I want to rearrange my panes again. So here where we have the source, I will leave the source, but I'm taking away the environment and I'm putting the console to have what I call vertical tiling. So I scroll down and then I click apply and I click on OK. So you will see that the console is no longer underneath the editor pane. The console is now directly beside the editor pane. So a lot of flexibility can be achieved with RStudio. So you can also do something with the plot. For instance, you have something, you have a graph you have plotted. You can see a lot of things about it. The next plot, if you have more than one plot, the previous one, you can zoom plot, you can save as image, you can save as PDF, you can copy to clipboard, you can remove plot, and you can clear all. So for this section, we will learn more about it in our subsequent videos. Here, how to set working directory, creating new section, loading workspace, save workspace as, and how you could also clear the workspace, building, debug, profile, and tools. So at this level of tools, we have how to installing packages, check for package updates, version control. We'll talk about that when we are trying to link our R to GitHub, shell, talk about terminal, jobs, add in, keyboard shortcut, help, modify keyboard shortcut, and then we have the global option. So there is something I used to do with this global option. So I click on global option and I'm going to appearance. I want to change the appearance from this white background and take it to what I often use when working with RStudio. So I scroll down. The default is called TextMate. That's the default appearance. But the appearance I often use is called Cobalt. So I go click on Cobalt and you could see how the background is going to look like. You can choose anyone that you are comfortable with. But for me, I love Cobalt. So I scroll down and I click on apply and then I say OK. So that is that, and then you can get help with RStudio. So that is that about how you could interact with RStudio. In the next video, which is going to be a continuation of this first part, we would move ahead to some other things we can do with RStudio. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. God bless you.